Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining today's presentation. And my name is Zhu Jie. You can also call me Julia for easy to remember. I'm working for National Satellite Meteorological Center, NSMC, and the National Center for Space Weather, NCSW, China Meteorological Administration, CMA. It's my great honor to talk to you about a remarkable fleet of eyes in the sky, Chinese Fengyun meteorological satellites. These satellites are far more than just a weather forecast tools. They are also comprehensive Earth observation platforms, crucial for environmental monitoring, disaster warning, and scientific research. Today, we'll take the Fengyun satellite's journey through these four key aspects. First, an overview of Fengyun satellite constellation and its capabilities. Second, we'll discuss the data policy and application service. How you can access and use the rich Fengyun satellite data and products. Third, we'll dive into specific case studies, showing how Fengyun data plays a vital role in monitoring extreme weather like typhoons and heavy rain and flood and dust storm and so on. And finally, we'll explore its application in environmental and land service disaster monitoring, such as dust storm and floods, and etc. Okay, let's begin the tour of the Fengyun satellite family. Fengyun is the name of China's meteorological satellite series, which means wind and cloud. Fengyun satellites are an important part of integrated meteorological observation system. They provide continuous, rich, high-quality data for weather prediction, climate monitoring, and environmental protection from a space-based observational perspective. A core strength of Fengyun is its round-the-clock comprehensive observation system. The system can continuously monitor global weather changes, providing key meteorological data such as temperature and precipitation, supporting weather analysis, numerical forecasting, and climate prediction. And is widely used in disaster prevention, mitigation, and environmental monitoring. It operates a combined network of geostationary satellites, we call it GEOS, geostationary Earth orbit, and LEOs, polar orbiting satellites, ensuring full global coverage and serving different scientific purposes. Up to now, Fengyun series meteorological satellites have launched a total of 23 satellites of 2 generations of 4 types, of which 10 satellites are in orbit, including 5 GEOs and 5 LEOs. For GEOs, we have launched FY2G, 2H, FY4A, 4B, and 4C. And for LEOs, we have launched FY3D, 3E, 3F, 3G, and 3H. It's the first high spectral resolution advanced infrared radiation sonder on board a geostationary satellite. And GERS could provide atmospheric temperature and moisture profiles every 2 hours for the whole coverage. With the FY4 GERS, atmosphere instability can be continuously monitored in real time for storms. And here, CAPE, short for Convective Available Potential Energy, and LI, Limited Index, from GERS, can may provide critical information 1 to 6 hours before the development of severe convective storms. And this animation shows four-dimensional distribution of brightness temperature at different height levels. This animation shows the products of geostationary high-speed emitter. Its temporal resolution is 1 minute and the spatial resolution is 250 meters. It can provide very clear information on the eye of the typhoon and the dynamic changes in the circulation structure, which greatly enhances the accuracy of monitoring and predicting on strong convective weather such as typhoons. With the development of Fengyun satellites, the data offers better spatial and temporal resolution, from temporal resolution from 60 minutes to 1 minute, and spatial resolution from 4 kilometers to 250 meters, providing more detailed information on the evolution of severe convection. This advancement enables earlier detection of convective initiation through continuous wide area observations of the cloud top brightness temperature, supporting improved nowcasting of short-lived and highly impactful weather events. Now we go to FY3E. It was launched in 2021. It's the world's first meteorological satellite in early morning orbit for civil service, filling in the observing gap in early morning. FY3E, in concert with FY3D, will provide full global coverage in every 6-hour data assimilation window, which is crucial for numerical weather prediction. Some FY3E image products are displayed here, such as nightlight image, sea surface, wind speed, and so on. Then we have FY3G, launched in 2023. This is another world's first for China. It's our first dedicated precipitation measurement satellite. Its specialty is seeing inside storms. It carries a Ku and Ka band dual frequency precipitation radar to measure the 3D structure of rainfall in the middle and low latitudes around the world. Active and passive microwave detection combined with optical imaging are FY3G's core strengths, which allow us to create a truly comprehensive global precipitation measurement system, vital for understanding the water cycle and managing flood risks. And this is a picture of FY3G satellite. And this is the first released image and reflects the vertical profile distribution of precipitation rate. Fengyun family keeps going with FY3F, launched also in 2023. It replaced FY3C's duty of providing services in weather forecasting, climate prediction, disaster monitoring, and environment monitoring. It has made substantial contribution to ocean, ice, and climate monitoring, atmospheric chemistry, and space weather detection. This slide shows the comparison between Fengyun satellites and the international similar satellites based on detectability, detection accuracy, and satellite products. We can see that Fengyun series satellites have significantly boosted our capabilities on weather, ecological, and climate monitoring.